about the last time you felt completely calm. No notifications popping up on your screen, no deadlines ticking away, and no mental traffic jamming your brain. For most of us, that feeling doesn't happen sitting at a desk or staring at a monitor. It happens when we step outside, look at the sky, and just breathe. Today, we are exploring how a simple walk through the trees or by a river can completely reset your mind and help you find true peace in a noisy world. Okay. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to our another episode of Easy Talk Time, your favorite place to relax, listen, and grow your English naturally. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Sam. And Olivia, I have to be completely honest with you right at the beginning of this episode. I tried to find some peace walking in nature yesterday, and it did not go well.
Oh no, what happened? Did you get attacked by a fierce squirrel?
I wish it was a squirrel. No, I decided to go to the local woods to clear my mind. I took off my shoes because someone on the internet told me that walking barefoot on grass connects you to the earth.
Oh, the famous earthing trend. Let me guess. You stepped on a sharp rock?
Worse, I stepped directly into a massive puddle of thick, cold mud. And then, while I was trying to wipe the mud off my foot, a large bird dropped a little gift right onto my jacket.
Nature truly welcomed you with open arms, Sam. That is hilarious. Where was the peace?
Exactly. I was standing there, one foot covered in mud, a jacket covered in bird droppings, thinking, wow, I feel so incredibly peaceful right now.
That is the perfect example of how our expectations don't always match reality. But despite the mud and the birds, you stayed outside, right?
I did. I put my shoes back on, cleaned my jacket, and kept walking. And you know what? After 20 minutes, the annoyance completely melted away.
Our first keyword for today is recharge. It means to gain back your energy and strength by resting or doing something quiet.
Recharge. Just like plugging your phone into the wall when the battery's at 1%. Walking in nature is how I recharge my human battery.
I love that. My battery was definitely at 1% before my walk last weekend. The city can be so loud, Sam. Sometimes your brain just feels crowded.
It really does. What is the first thing you notice when you step into a forest or a quiet park, Olivia?
It's the sound, or rather the lack of human sounds. No car horns, no construction, no sirens. Instead, you get the wind rustling through the leaves.
Yes, the rustling sound. It's like nature is whispering to you. It's so much better than the hum of a refrigerator or the click-clack of a computer keyboard.
Rustle, that's our next vocabulary word. It means to make a soft, dry sound by moving things like leaves, paper, or silk together.
The rustle of dry leaves under your feet in autumn is another classic. I love making that crunchy sound when I walk. I feel like a little kid again.
You are a little kid, Sam. You're the guy who steps in mud barefoot because the internet told you to.
Hey, I am experimental. I like to try new things. But really, those natural sounds have a strange power over our emotions.
They do. There's a scientific reason for it. When we hear natural sounds, our nervous system relaxes. It tells our brain that we are safe.
That makes so much sense. When I'm sitting in traffic, my brain thinks I'm under attack. When I'm looking at an oak tree, my brain goes, okay, we can relax now.
Exactly. It moves you from survival mode to peaceful mode.
Let's talk about the biggest challenge of going for a walk in nature these days.
Keeping your smartphone in your pocket?
Yes, it's an addiction, Olivia. I caught myself yesterday holding my phone up to take a picture of a beautiful flower. And then I stopped and thought, why am I taking this picture?
To show your followers on social media that you are being peaceful?
Exactly, which totally ruins the point of actually being peaceful. I was spending more time trying to get the perfect camera angle than actually looking at the flower with my own eyes.
We are all guilty of that. We want to capture the moment, but by capturing it on a screen, we escape the moment.
So I did something radical. I turned my phone completely off. Not silent, not vibrate, completely off.
Wow, look at you, Mr. Brave. Didn't you feel anxious, like you were missing an important email or a text message?
For the first 5 minutes, yes. I kept reaching for my pocket like a reflex. It was scary how automatic it was.
It takes time for the digital noise to clear out of your head. We call that a digital detox.
A detox, cleaning out all the digital toxins. After 10 minutes of total silence from my pocket, a huge weight lifted off my shoulders.
It's amazing how much energy it takes just to be constantly available to the whole world through a little glass brick.
Nature moves at a completely different speed than the internet, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The internet changes every millisecond. Trends come and go, but a tree takes 50 years to grow. It doesn't rush.
Can you imagine a tree trying to be productive? Oh no, it's Tuesday. I need to grow 3 more leaves by 5 p.m. or my manager will be upset.
That is a hilarious mental image. Trees don't have deadlines. They just exist. They follow the seasons.
There is a beautiful quote I read once. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished.
That is beautiful, Sam. It really forces you to slow down your own walking pace. When I first start walking, I walk fast because my brain is still running fast.
Me too. I walk like I'm late for a train, even when I'm just walking in a circle in a public park.
But after a while, your feet copy the environment. You start taking slower steps. You start looking up at the branches instead of down at your shoes.
And that's when you notice the details, the different shades of green, the texture of the bark, the way the light filters through the canopy.
Canopy. That's a lovely word for our listeners. It refers to the high, leafy roof formed by the tops of the trees in a forest.
Walking under a thick canopy makes you feel like you are inside a giant green cathedral. It feels sacred.
Sam, let's compare a nature walk to running on a treadmill at the gym. Because some people say, why go outside? I can just walk on a machine inside an air-conditioned room.
Oh, please. The gym treadmill is an instrument of torture. You're staring at a brick wall or a tiny TV screen, running like a hamster on a wheel, smelling other people's sweat.
Tell us how you really feel, Sam. Don't hold back.
I hate treadmills. There's no soul in it. You are moving, but you are going nowhere. Your brain stays in the exact same state of stress.
I agree. There is a concept called green exercise. Studies show that exercising outdoors reduces anger, depression, and stress much faster than exercising indoors.
Because your eyes are taking in unpredictable information. A bird flies past, the path bends, the wind changes direction. It keeps your mind active but calm.
It's called soft fascination. Your brain is interested in the surroundings, but it doesn't require hard focus. It allows your deep thoughts to untangle themselves.
Untangle themselves. That is exactly what it feels like. My thoughts are usually like a messy ball of yarn. A walk pulls a string straight.
Exactly. You don't even have to try to solve your problems. You just walk, and by the time you get back to your car, the answer is just there.
We talked about sights and sounds, but what about the smells of nature?
Oh, the smell of damp earth after a rain shower. There's actually a specific English word for that smell, you know?
Really? What is it?
It's called petrichor. Petrichor. It's the pleasant, earthy scent that is produced when rain falls on dry soil.
Petrichor. Wow, Olivia, you are showing off your advanced vocabulary today. I love that smell. It smells like a fresh start.
It really does. Or the smell of pine trees in the summer heat. It smells clean, like a natural medicine.
And what about the physical sensations? The cold air hitting your cheeks on a winter walk, or the feeling of rough bark when you place your hand on a tree trunk?
It grounds you. It brings you out of your imaginary worries and back into your actual physical body.
Most of our stress exists in the future or the past. We worry about what will happen tomorrow, or we regret what did happen yesterday.
But a tree is only ever in the present moment. Nature doesn't care about your past mistakes or your future calendar. It only knows now.
When you touch a tree that has survived storms for 100 years, your own little daily problems suddenly feel very small and manageable.
Now, Sam, what happens when the weather is bad? Do you still find peace walking in nature when it is freezing cold or pouring rain?
Honestly, yes, but you need the right mindset and the right clothing. If you wear a cheap cotton hoodie in a rainstorm, you are going to be miserable.
Speak from experience, Sam. Did you learn this the hard way, too?
Maybe. Let's just say I've walked home looking like a drowned rat more than once. But if you have a good waterproof jacket and sturdy boots, walking in the rain is incredibly peaceful.
There is a wonderful freedom in walking when the weather is imperfect. Why? Because the paths are empty. Everyone else is staying inside.
Yes, you get the whole forest to yourself. You feel like an explorer discovering a new continent. It's quiet, it's dramatic, and the air feels completely pure.
There's an old Scandinavian saying that I love. There is no bad weather, only bad clothing.
That is such a practical way to look at life. If you wait for the perfect sunny day to go outside, you might spend your whole life sitting on the sofa.
Exactly. Accepting the weather as it is teaches us to accept life as it is. Sometimes life is sunny, sometimes it rains. You just put on your boots and keep moving forward.
Olivia, what about our listeners who live in massive cities? Tokyo, New York, London, Delhi, places where there isn't a giant forest next door. Can they still find this peace?
Absolutely. Nature isn't just about wild forests or massive mountains. It's about micronature, a small city park, a botanical garden, or even a line of trees along a sidewalk.
Or even just looking at the sky. Sometimes I sit on my small apartment balcony and just watch the clouds change shape for 10 minutes. That counts, right?
It definitely counts. It's about shifting your attention away from artificial things. Instead of looking at a billboard or a shop window, you look at a sparrow hopping on the pavement.
Sparrows are so full of attitude. They look like they're always late for an important meeting with a crumb of bread.
They really do. Watching small animals live their daily lives is incredibly grounding. They don't know anything about human inflation, politics, or traffic jams. They just want to find a seed.
It simplifies everything. It reminds us that at our core, we are animals too. We need the same basic things: air, water, light, and connection.
So if you're in a big city, don't say, I can't connect with nature. Find a single leaf, watch a plant growing out of a crack in the concrete, or walk in a small neighborhood garden. The peace is still there.
Have you ever noticed that walking creates a rhythm in your head, Olivia? It's almost like music.
Yes, left, right, left, right. It's a steady beat. It's very meditative.
It's the original human speed. For thousands of years, humans only moved at the speed of their own walking steps. Now, we move at the speed of cars, trains, and internet data. It's too fast for our souls.
Pace. That's our next keyword. It means the speed at which someone walks, runs, or moves.
When you match your pace to the natural world, your heart rate drops, your breathing deepens, and your internal clock resets.
I find that when I walk with a friend in nature, the conversation is completely different than when we talk in a busy cafe.
How so?
In a cafe, you are talking across a table, looking directly at each other, competing with the noise around you. On a nature walk, you are walking side by side, looking at the path ahead. The words come out more slowly, more honestly.
Oh, that is so true. There are long silences, but those silences don't feel awkward. They feel comfortable because you are sharing the same view.
It's a very deep way to bond with someone. If you need to have a serious or honest talk with someone you love, take them for a walk in a park. The trees will help you say the right things.
What about the transition, Olivia? The moment you step out of nature and back into your daily routine?
That is where you feel the true value of the walk. You return to your apartment, you open your laptop, but you are a different person than you were an hour ago.
Yes, you feel a sense of clarity. The problem that felt like a mountain before now looks like a small hill. You have more patience for your emails, your kids, or your studies.
Perspective, a particular way of thinking about something or seeing the bigger picture.
Walking in nature gives you a fresh perspective. It lifts you up above your tiny daily worries so you can see what actually matters.
It reminds me that my work is just a small part of my life, not my whole identity. The trees don't care if my code has a bug or if my podcast edit is late. They just keep breathing.
Well, they are breathing for us, literally. They take our carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. It's a pretty good deal.
It's the best deal in history, Sam. We give them waste, they give us life. We should thank them more often.
This has been such a refreshing chat, Olivia. I feel like my brain has had a nice long bath in a cold river.
Let's hope your feet stay out of the mud next time. Before we finish up, let's review some of the beautiful words we used today to help our English family.
Recharge, to get your energy and strength back.
Rustle, the soft, dry sound of leaves or paper moving together.
Canopy, the high, leafy roof of a forest.
Petrichor, the amazing smell of rain on dry ground.
Pace, the speed of your movement or steps.
Perspective, the ability to see the bigger, truer picture of a situation.
And don't forget our daily idioms like a digital detox or being in the present moment.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the show, the Easy Talk Challenge for our incredible audience.
Today's challenge is very simple. Sometime this week, we want you to go outside for just 15 minutes. Leave your headphones at home, put your phone on silent, and take a walk.
Then come back to this video and write a comment. Tell us what you saw, what you heard, or how you felt using one of our new words.
For example, you can write, I took a slow pace through my local park today and felt my battery recharge.
We read every single comment, and seeing your English practice brightens up our whole week.
Remember, dear learners, finding peace doesn't require an expensive vacation or a perfect life. It just requires a pair of shoes, an open mind, and a little bit of green grass.
And your English practice is the same. Don't rush it. Move at a natural pace. Take slow steps and enjoy the journey. Every single word you learn is a new leaf on your tree of fluency.
You are doing fantastic. We are so happy to walk this language path with you every single week.
Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. Take care of your minds, take care of your health, and get outside if you can.
See you in the next episode, everyone. Watch out for the birds and the mud puddles.
We will see you next time on Easy Talk Time. Bye-bye, everyone. Stay peaceful.
Bye. Happy walking.
If you enjoyed this, subscribe to Easy Talk Time and keep learning English with us.